Israel had a delay in implementing the ceasefire, and they conducted attacks on Gaza after the ceasefire took effect in the morning, up until, according to Israel, they received the names list from Hamas. Now, when it comes to the names that were due to be provided to Israel yesterday at 4, there was a delay indeed from Hamas. Why was that delay? There are no confirmations why there was such a delay. However, Hamas, from their side, they also said that for us to provide names, Israel must have no activity whatsoever in Gaza, because they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be exposed, because Israel would want to kind of obtain any bit of information about those fighters, where they're coming from, where they're going to move, so that they can know where these people were hidden, where Hamas or the other Palestinian resistance movements were putting these Israeli prisoners of war for all this time. And despite Israel using everything on earth and getting support from foreign countries to try and find their whereabouts, they haven't been able to find them. The shocking thing is, some of them were in North Gaza. Now, reports said that 2 of them today, they were actually released from the northern part of the Gaza Strip, the part where Israel was conducting a mass genocide campaign in what they called the General's Plan. Yet they didn't see them. And there are many things that the Israeli public and many observers worldwide cannot have any answer to. Where did these thousands of fighters pop up from all of a sudden in North Gaza? How come some of these prisoners of war were still held in North Gaza despite such heavy Israeli bombardment? Many questions. How comes they're so powerful? Where did they get their vehicles from? Israel destroyed so many vehicles. All of these questions are very valid. And if they indicate one thing, one primary thing, it's about how much of a failure Israel as a state is, and how much of just a simple case of destruction this whole genocide was as well. Israel has proven that it's totally incompetent when it comes to warfare. They haven't been able to defeat what is labeled as the weakest link even in the resistance fronts, which has clearly shown that it's the actual front that Israel has no chance whatsoever of defeating ever. Again, that notion might have to be reconsidered now, but when we talk about the fronts, we talk about how heavily armed they are. But what Gaza has done in the past 15 months with its people and with its heroic resistance is remarkable, is beyond any comprehension. So the vibes in Israel are vibes of tragedy, and many people are getting affected by it. Many people are getting affected by these images of celebration in Gaza, and the fact that the Palestinian resistance is present everywhere. When Benjamin Netanyahu was saying, we won't stop the war until we eliminate the Hamas and destroy them, hurt their capabilities, that they dismantled all of their brigades a year ago and there's only 4 left, with there's no way that Hamas is going to be there the day after, and we won't stop the war until we get our prisoners back and destroy the Hamas too. All of that talk, all of these lies for the past 15 months, all of this propaganda, everything, despite the fact that we've been exposing much of it, of course, but all of it is collapsing in just 1 or 2 photos that we can see. 1 or 2 photos circulating from Gaza. And one of these photos was the photo of the Israeli population seeing what's happening in Gaza. And on the other side, the Palestinian people celebrating. The Israelis were watching the Palestinian resistance and just, very sad and shocked by what they see. And the Palestinians are fighting, celebrating inside of Gaza, alongside the population.